Welcome everybody. In this video I want to talk about details and smaller things in the paper. There's an index word or keyword in the paper. It is not the title of your paper. Imagine that you designed next generation of iPhone with wider screen. So in the index term or keyword you put like this, for example, iPhone, wider screen, next generation, touch screen. The keyword is help your paper that someone can find it by searching these words, for example, in the Google or Google Scholar or the main journal website. And there's other thing is the name of the author in the paper. Generally below the title of your paper you see the name of the authors. Generally the first one is the student and the second one is the professor, or the third one also is the professor, because the main work is for a student and the professor is supervise the work. For this reason he becomes the second or the third one. The first author, second author and third author, the ranking is based on how much they work on the paper or how much they have contribution to writing a paper and making the result. In the most of the time below the picture in your paper, or sometimes above, it depends of the journal format, you have description of the picture that you present in the paper. And the other thing is that sometimes you see a coin or the ruler near the fabricated prototype in the paper. That's because they want to show the scale of the prototype that they fabricated compared to the ruler or the coin. Sometimes that they put pen. It depends on the author, but I think the ruler is very standard kind of things. Sometimes they use coin, and it's a kind of tricky because they use a little bit bigger coin that the reviewer cannot understand exactly. For example, if their fabrication is big, they choose a big coin, they are not put it in near the ruler, that the reviewer become upset and reject the paper very fast. For example, they use the coin, but also the reviewer know this trick. But sometimes it's work, sometimes it's not bad and work. Another thing is about your plot. Is that most of the times you are not gonna get it directly from the, for example, the software that you use for simulation. You have to use the software that is designed for plotting. One of them that I can tell you is a MATLAB. MATLAB is a very good software for any plotting. One of the reasons that your paper could be rejected is because you get directly the plot from the software that you use for simulation. And one thing that you see in the paper, sometimes why they are not choosing different colors, they just using solid and dash dot or dot plot, is because sometimes the journals decided to publish it as a black and white. So when they publish it in black and white, if you use a color, your plot is not very clear in the black and white version. So it's better that to use the solid or dash and dot. You can find a lot of them in the MATLAB software when you plot a graph. If you use a formula in your paper, it's better that you reference it. For example, reference a book or the good paper that where did you find this formula? Because sometimes the reviewers say that where did you find this formula? For example, this formula is not for designing that kind of thing, or this formula is not for calculating this kind of stuff. I think if you see my previous video that I talk about the basic of the paper, and this video that I talk about a smaller thing in the paper, you have a good idea how to write a paper. All of the things that I said you is directly came from my experiences. I want to share it with my audience. Doesn't matter how many people watch this video. I literally love every single of my audiences. And in the future video, I'm gonna show more tricks about writing papers. Just subscribe if you don't want to lose the connection between me and you. If you like this video, just like it and share it. That's all.